we're back with another ramen. I think every time I'm craving ramen, I'm just gonna film. Now that Aiden's older, it's just I feel like it's still a little difficult, but easier to I don't know, film or work on some stuff that I need to. Because he understands that mommy's a little busy, or mommy needs some time where he needs to sort of like stay preoccupied like himself. Like he knows that. I think he understands that now. Because you guys know that I'm doing the whole candle thing, and there are just moments where he really needs to leave me alone, and he does. He understands that, which I feel bad at the same time. Like it's just like I really need that, It's sad that he understands that. Oh, so today I'm doing SHIN RAMEN. This one is the K-pop Demon Hunter edition. It's just I don't think there's anything different or new to the recipe. It's just there's the Demon Hunters, the Huntrix, in the packaging. Just went with the classics today because I went to just a random groceries, and they have Korean instant noodles, but very limited amount. Where if you go to a Korean market, they just have like it's just insane. The whole aisle is Korean instant noodles. So along with this, I'm adding a little bit of the water dumplings. These are meant to be like steamed, not steamed, but like cooked in water. That's why it's called 물만두 or water dumplings. And then I'll be adding 1 egg. And my special guest should be waking up very soon. I have his food ready as well. To be honest, he might not even wake up on time. I'm just planning on letting him sleep. And because we do have a play date that we have scheduled for tonight, so I need all the energy that he could get, or he needs all the energy that he could get. And for drinks today, I got some strawberry milk. Mainly got it for Aiden, but I enjoy it myself. Honestly, the perks of filming in the kitchen is that I don't have to go too far if I forget something. Because I remember, like I started the whole mukbang journey inside of my bedroom, and I tried my best to always like have everything ready in a tray so I don't have to get up in the middle of the filming. But sometimes I just forget something and I will have to go all the way to the kitchen and all that. But now I just have to do like 3 steps and then I'm right here. Okay. I was actually planning on filming with Aiden from the beginning, but I just got a little hungry, so oh no, this is not smart at all. What is this? Okay, let's start with the first. Oh, it's such a beautiful pink. Yummy. My lips are pretty messed up right now. I don't know if you guys can see. Last time my lips like blistered up like this was when I got married on my wedding day because I was so freaking tired, and I guess I've been really tired lately that I didn't realize. So I've been trying to catch up on sleep, just kind of putting other like business or other work to the side and just really kind of get rest because I think my body was just at the end. And I hate to admit, but I've been resorting to screen time in the morning for Aiden just because I just can't wake up with him. It used to be him waking me up and we would just start our day with like, food and his breakfast. We'll come out to the living room. But it's been almost impossible for me to wake up in the morning. So I will automatically give him his iPad or turn on the TV for him, which I am not proud at all. And it's just becoming too much. I gotta really fix that. I think this whole week, my mom, not my mom, the mom's guilt really hit me at a different level because I was so disappointed in myself, and I really felt terrible for Aiden because I think I was just really doing the minimum. To be honest, it was like below minimum. Like I almost felt like I treated him like he was just somebody that I was living with, not somebody I was taking care of, because I don't know, I don't want to keep blaming the hormones, but it definitely had a huge impact on me this week. On top of that, I was pretty sick past couple of days, and that just made me like not want to do anything. I don't know how like the other moms deal with it in situations like that. But for me, I'm just like in bed, whenever I go over to my friend's house to do a play date, right? My people comment on how well Aiden plays alone. And usually I'm just like, yeah, like, like I just kind of take it as is. But the other like 30%, I feel bad because I feel like, oh, maybe like I don't play with him enough at home where he just learned how to be himself, like by himself. Situations like that really just that mom's guilt really kick in. This happened like towards beginning of fall at the restaurant. We had this family came in, 3 kids or 2 kids, with the both of the parents there. Like everything was fine, right? Out of nowhere, the dad disappeared. It happens often. Like they usually go on a call or they go to the car to get something. No. But the dad kind of like stepped away for a really long time. I'm like, okay, well, has it happened before? But the mom started like crying, like bawling. She wasn't even trying to hide it. She was just on the table like, and the kids were just like it almost seemed like they were so used to it. It was the situation. Like the boy was like on his phone doing whatever, and the girl was just like sitting there trying to like eat a little bit, but she was just like sitting there. It seemed like they've been through something like this before, right? And we didn't catch it until a little later because we weren't sure if she was like actually crying or she was just like stressed, or she was just kind of letting it out for a second. But she was just nonstop crying. We're like, we didn't know what to do. So I went up to her and I'm like, hey, is everything okay? And she was just crying. She wasn't answering, whatever. We just let her be. You know, like I was trying to like get the kids to eat. I don't know. Like I just felt like I had to do something because I don't know. Maybe because I'm also a mom. I don't know. I'm not sure if it was my position to do any of those, but I just felt like I had to. So I did. And then later, the dad came back. I don't know exactly what happened. They were pretty foreign. I don't think English was their first language, so they were speaking a different. I think they were speaking Chinese or something. I don't know. And then later, yeah, the dad came back, and I don't know. It almost felt like it didn't seem like they were fighting or anything. I don't know, because dad was so nonchalant, and he was like, "Can we just take the bill?" I'm like, "Yeah, of course," and they left. I don't know exactly what happened, but it definitely had to be about her being there by herself with the kids. Like I just got the huge I had a feeling, right? It had to be like, why else was she? The cry that she did was like, it was just like one of those cries that I think all the moms would have done before. It's just you see, you know when you see it. And I 100% like believe that if my friends, like my mom friends, or if you're a mom, I don't know, if you guys saw her cry, it would have been like, oh, it's stress from parenting, like 1000%. I think that's why some of the servers were like, why the hell is she crying? Or like they were just so confused. But part of me was like, okay, girl, I feel you, you know. So I think that's why I just kind of stepped in. Yeah, so I feel bad. Even up until I delivered Aiden, I was very judgmental. No, I'm not gonna hide it. I was. I think a lot of people actually been through it. That you were very certain on the parenting style that you want to have, and you would almost judge some parents like, oh, I would never let my kid do that, or I would never let this situation happen in public, or all that, until you have a kid and until you hit that age with the kid. It's just like, yeah, like I think I was a little too too quick on, like, quick to judge. I was at Costco a couple months ago. It's so funny because I barely remember what I did yesterday, but situations like this, it just kind of get like really engraved in my head because it was so impactful. Huge impact, right? So I was at the Costco and I just witnessed a mom kind of like cussing, not at the kid, but at the situation. And I'm just like, yeah. Part of me was just like, whoa, but part of me was like, you know what? I would do that too. Oh, hi, baby. Oh my god, that scared the crap out of me. Hi, Ethan. How was sleep? How was sleep, Ethan? Do you want mama? Yeah? You want mama? Yeah. I made your mama. Are you ready? Yeah, you wanna sit over here and mama? Yeah. Yeah? Okay. I have your strawberry milk too. This is very hot, okay? You wanna sit over here? With mommy? Yeah? Say hi. Hi. How was sleep? Was it good? No. It wasn't good? Oh no. I'm gonna have you sit over here. I think we're too big for this. Okay. Sit over here. I'll get your mama, okay? There you go. I'll have your mama over here. Let me cut this real quick. I want to ask you guys. I don't know if you guys, looking at the comments, it seems a handful of you guys were in the restaurant business or currently in it. So what do you guys think about like like a family that where the kids make a lot of mess? Like there's wet towels, wrappers, just chunks of food on the floor, and they just kind of leave it and leave. What do you guys think about that? For me, just because like I've been in that situation, and I will go through those situations a lot more in the future, I have two ways to go about it. One, if you're not gonna clean up, because sometimes you just can't with the kid, tip better. Like servers are there to, I just feel like servers are there to like, serve the food and provide a good experience, not clean up after your kid. It's just like my thought, okay? Second, you could just clean up after yourself. At least pick up the big stuff. Like crumbs are okay. Like adults make crumbs. Cheers, thank you. I've been in a situation where I couldn't because I'm like, okay, we gotta go. Aiden's so cranky. I would tip I love you so much more. I would just tip a little extra. And I know there's like a huge a lot of people have having they've been posting like their views on tip culture, how it's like going out of control and how it should no longer exist and the restaurant should tip up better. But I feel like it depends on the restaurant. Like there are restaurants where like they make so much profit and they walk home with so much more money. But like I know it's a baby. It's you, Aiden. But like local restaurants, it's a completely different story. So for people saying that tip like culture should disappear, clearly never worked in a restaurant before. No, I'm not saying you should be tipping over 20% or even over 18% every time you go to a restaurant. I think it should really depend on the service, obviously. Like if it was a really crappy service, then sure.
Strawberry milk.
Yeah, mommy has one too. You wanna cheers again? Cheers. John.
Hey.
Okay, well my son clearly does not like using utensils. Okay, no, we gotta have some of this too. 자, 이거 같이 줄게. 이것도 한 입. 먹어. Wow, big boy. 응? Should you show them what you're eating? Show the camera what you're eating?
Yeah.
Yeah? Ta-da! We got some eggs with ketchup, some fish fillet, and white rice. And then what is that?
And it's darky oil.
It's darky oil. What is it in English?
Strawberry
Milk. Good job.
milk.
Good job.
Strawberry milk.
Very good. 한국말로 뭐야?
Milk.
한국말로 뭐야?
우유. 너 잠겼어.
Did you just fart? I know. When you fart, you have to say, excuse me. Okay.
Hey! Where we do?
You are so fast. Anna, can we eat one more bite? Come here, please. Do you want to try the ketchup?
No.
Why?
I want to try chicken.
Yeah, okay.
Chicken.
Okay, here. Can you take one more bite? 자, Thank you.